that being said, we're gonna get straight to our first guest. Now, my man over here, he is one of the best dancers in the YYC. And I say there's no cap. I've seen this with my own two eyes, okay? Now this man, he's a coach, a teacher, a b-boy, a dancer. This man is also an event organizer. And we have him here today representing Fallen Brotherhood, also representing Argos Everywhere, and there's one more. Oh,
People's Militia.
People's Militia. Put your hands together for Aaron Truonks. What's good, G? What's good, G? Let me get you a stool if you want to get a stool. Let me get you a stool. Hold it. Give me a second. But while I get you a stool, let the people know exactly. There we go. Thank you, my G. Thank you. Thank you. Very appreciated. Okay. So, I'm good. I'm good. I like to stand. I like to stay active. I like to stand. You know what I mean? So, I don't want to ask you any basic questions that you've been asked before. But, take me through your first battle. Your first battle. What was it like? Where was it? Who was it against and who won?
I think my first battle would have been maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It was like a super ghetto battle, like just a battle that was organized in the middle of a gym with like no money, no prize, nothing. It was just for fun with the people that I practiced with. It was at the Village Square Leisure Center, and I've only been dancing for a year, so obviously I lost like right off the bat, but that's probably my first battle.
Damn, do you remember who you were battling against? What the person's name was?
Yeah, his name was William De La Cruz. He was in State Youth Crew. I don't think he's active anymore, but yeah, that's who it was.
And who ended up winning this battle? Honestly, like if you had to say, and I know you want to say you, everybody wants to say they won the battle, but if you had to look at it honestly, who do you think won the battle?
Oh, he definitely won, 100%. Yeah, I just started dancing, so I was nowhere close.
Okay, dope. That's awesome. So I hit you up earlier, and you were like, yo, like, I was like, yo, we gotta prepare for this this event and everything. You're like, yeah, definitely, but like, I'm in the middle of work, so I'm gonna have to call you back in a minute. I was like, okay, no doubt. So, what do you actually do for work? What pays the bills?
So I'm working 2 different jobs. So I'm working as technically 3 different jobs. I'm working as I'm managing a car detailing shop.
Wow.
As well as working with Antyx as the event organizer, and I'm coaching an esports team.
What was the last one?
Coaching an esports team, so it's like video game stuff.
Oh wow, so you stay active.
Yeah.
Man's got like 5, 6 jobs, you know what I mean, on the go. I like that. Respect. So the second thing I wanted to ask is what got you into, so you said that you're part of Antyx, you started working with Antyx.
Yeah.
What got you into Antyx and doing like event organization, and what got you into that?
So I started 2015, so what is that, 3 years ago now? 4 years ago?
4 years ago now, yeah.
I think I just wanted to give back to the community, because I had seen growing up, like there was a lot of emptiness in the Northeast, I guess, so that's where Antyx usually operates out of.
Is that where you're located out of, or?
Actually, I used to live in the Northeast, but I moved to deep south of Calgary.
Okay, word. So how was it growing up in the Northeast for you?
I grew up in I guess you could say the ghetto neighborhoods, so growing up in Forest Lawn, Rundle, so there wasn't really a lot of outside school activities until I moved closer to Rundle and got the Village Square Leisure Center, so a lot of me starting to dance was me just trying to keep myself busy after school, avoid those bad crowds.
Word, so it was like an outlet for you, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of going into the BS that you could have got into, it was like, let me put my energy into something positive kind of thing, right? Boy, that's super dope. So, you just wanted to give back to the community. I feel like a lot of us, when we do event organization, I think that's kind of where it starts off. It's like we just want to give back to the community. We want to do something initially for the community. So I can relate to you on that level. Now, something I want to ask you, now you have a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Now, where's your girlfriend from?
She's born here, but she's half Thai and like half like German or Russian.
Oh, okay, so she's not Latina, is she?
No.
Oh, I thought she was Latina.
She's a mix.
Ah, damn. For the longest time, I was like, damn, I'm pretty sure she was Latina. What's her name?
Her name's Katria.
Oh, Katria. Okay. Dope. And I know that you guys are both like competitive dancers.
Yeah.
I've seen her. She can rip a stage. Like she can hold her own. You know what I mean? So, what happens when you get into the same like competition with each other? Like let's say you guys both sign up in the same competition. What is it like? Is it like both of you are competing with each other at home, or is it like, no, I don't want to see you, like I'm just competing with myself, or how does that go down? Like what's the interaction at home?
So I think we're pretty good. So when we get to before the battle, we keep it like our relationship's pretty normal. But as soon as we get there, and once she gets into that battle attitude, she like completely ignores me. But after she's done battling, she talks to me again. It's like at the battle, it's battle time.
Word, that's hilarious. That's awesome. Have you guys ever battled with each other, like gone head to head?
No, normally she makes it farther in the competitions that we enter together than I do. So.
Oh wow, there you go. Do female be what is she a dancer? Like she's a breaker or she's a?
No, she's a. I guess you can call her an all styles dancer. So she does like hip hop and whacking, popping, that kind of stuff.
Right. So do female not MCs? I'm going MCs. Do female breakers or dancers compete against male dancers, or is that not like a thing?
Yeah, it's like it's mixed. It doesn't matter what gender you are. You're gonna battle who you battle. I think recently a lot of bigger competitions though have actually started to add like a female category and kept them separate. But typically on smaller jams you'll see a lot of mixed.
And what do you think about like when they keep it separate? Would you rather like keep them both in the same group, or would you be like, yo, the men battle here and the women battle here? Like, what do you think about that?
I think it's good to keep it open to leaving it mixed. Like if the females want to battle with the guys, that's cool. But I think having the female category as an option is also a really good opportunity for a lot of female dancers because it's a male dominated.
Yeah, if you go to one of these events, like I love the dudes who go out to these events, but it's kind of like a sausage fest, you know what I'm saying? So, so like we gotta work on that, you know what I mean? We gotta work on that. But no, that's dope. I think I come from the school just like, yo, like if you're dope, you're dope. If you're a woman, you're a man. Like you come up to the stage, it's like no mercy on either side, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. So now I remember we were having this conversation at Culture Shock about the different kind of styles and dances. You were giving me the education, or like you were breaking it down. You're like, yo, this, and this, and that. So just for the dances that you do breaking, obviously, whacking, voguing, a new style hustle. Explain what these different kinds of styles are.
Yeah, so breaking, I guess, is the original hip-hop dance. Started off in, people say New York, but I think it's just a combination of dances that just originated everywhere. Sorry, can you repeat the question again? Sorry,
Yeah. So what are the different kind of dances that you that you do personally? Like, what are the ones that you know, and how would you explain it to somebody? Like, for example, like breaking. How would you explain that to somebody? Like, this is breaking.
Yeah, so breaking is, again, original hip-hop dance. Started off in the streets. A lot of gangsters. It's a battle dance. So a lot of gangs in New York. The story I was told was that they would use breaking as a way, instead of like fighting and getting in trouble with the cops, they would actually battle on the streets.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Okay.
And then it evolved into more of just a really athletic and physical dance over the years. Whacking is started off by Latina and African American with a lot of gay influence, and it's more just arm movements. I'm not an expert on whacking or voguing, but I'm just trying to collect what I was told. And voguing is, again, Latina, African American. Started off with the gays, actually. And it's a dance that I was told it's influenced by breaking, not entirely sure, but it was a way for them to express themselves because they didn't have any other outlets of dance that would accept them, so they came up with Vogue.
Word. And the last one is New Style Hustle.
Yeah.
So what is that?
So New Style Hustle is it's like Latin hustle. But with New Style Hustle, I think the biggest difference is.
So what's Latin Hustle? I don't know.
So Latin Hustle is a social dance.
Does anybody know about this Latin Hustle? You know about this? Okay, I'm thinking Latin Hustle. I'm like some Latinos hustling in the streets and shit. You know what I'm like that's that Latino hustle, or
it's like a social ballroom dance. So two people. It's kind of reminiscent of salsa a little bit. But the biggest thing with New Style Hustle is just that instead of stepping with your left foot as a lead, you're stepping with your right. So I step with my right, so that's why I say I do New Style and not traditional hustle, because my steps are different. But they're basically kind of the same. Maybe someone will get me in trouble for saying that, but there's not too much of a difference between the two.
Okay, right. Okay, sounds good. So the other thing I want to ask you about is to take it like full circle. So I read in one of your interviews that it was like an article, I think it was on like CBC or some shit. And you were explaining how you wanted Calgary to be a dance hub for Western Canada, and specifically even nationally. How close do you think we are to that goal?
I think the biggest thing to create a dance hub is being able to bring in other cities. And to bring in other cities, you need to have the skill and ability to, when you bring in those people from other cities, to be able to compete with them, right? To give them a purpose to come back and try and beat the people that we have here. So in terms of like just being able to reach that level, we're quite a ways off, but I think we're getting close.
Right, and I remember Brad Zio, he was on our last episode. He was talking about like it gets very competitive when you guys are battling out of towners versus when you are battling guys or people within the city. So what do you think about that? Do you think that kind of like does that scare people away when they try and come to this city and they want to be a part of the scene, or do you think that's just the competitive nature? It's just like, man, you're just gonna get swallowed up by the beast if you don't bring the heat, or how do you?
I think it really depends on who's coming here, because if it's just like someone from a small town and they're coming here to try and be involved in the scene, and for them to enter a competition wouldn't be the best way to get involved in the scene. But for guys who are like, say, coming from Montreal, New York, Toronto, Vancouver, who are coming here to actually compete, then that competition I think is super important, because then it shows them that, hey, Calgary ain't nothing to sleep on.
Right, exactly. Word. And we got a couple people from I guess you could say Airdrie, right? From outside of the town, I guess you could say, you know what I'm saying? Well, probably received some heat from the people within this city. So I want to open up the crowd questions for anybody who's got a question for Aaron Truonks. If they want to ask him a question right now, I will open that up. Anybody who's got a question, now's the time. If not, I'm gonna let him just rock his thing. Okay, sounds good. So with that being said, we're gonna let you rock. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear the stage and you just kill it and you do your thing. And with that being said, put your hands together for Aaron Truonks. There we go. So let the people know, I know you're probably a little bit out of breath, but if you can let the people know where they can find you, social media, everything, Aaron Truonks.
Yeah, so, sorry, give me a sec.
Okay, I got you. We had this happen before. So if you want to follow my man on Instagram, it's at bboy, Truonks. You can check out all of his content. He's also got a YouTube channel. You can check out, he puts a lot of the events that he's involved with in the city in the YouTube channel and on his Instagram. So you can check it out again at bboy, Truonks. And with that being said, thank you, my G. Put your hands together for Aaron Truonks.